And we are back. New Pack City, Hawks fans worldwide. Welcome back to your favorite Hawks Hoopcast. It's Wednesday, March 16th, game day versus Charlotte. I go by Lou Starsky, and we are feeling the 500 vibes here at the show. Ready to take it to the next level, get a couple more wins. Today, we're going to recap the Hawks, including Trey's torrid stretch here, Bogey's awful shooting woes, John Collins' injury, the journey to 500, and we'll also discuss a very, very big game against the Charlotte Hornets. And we'll talk about it a little bit more. But first, hit the thumbs up for your boys, like, share, subscribe, and catch all the lives through the notifications. With all that out of the way, let's get the show started.
Yo.
What's up, Mike?
Yo, what's up, Luke?
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. What a week it was. What a week it was, right?
Yeah, man. Got a few victories, closer than what probably should be, but WW.
Yeah, the Pistons loss is looking more like an aberration as opposed to a norm. So that was good. We bounced back pretty effectively from that. I think tonight's game is the biggest game so far of the season. I don't know if you enjoyed going up to 500 against Portland. If we win this game, you're going to feel pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. It's definitely a big game tonight. Pretty much a playoff game. Definitely, if you're going to consider one. So we'll see how the boys react. I guess we'll be without John Collins again.
Looks like we might be without him for a while.
Yeah. That hand not looking pretty.
I've had one of those before.
He had the foot issue too, or whatnot. So it's
do you think that's still an issue?
I think it is. I think that's still a lingering issue.
Interesting. Well, let's welcome in Damon. What's going on, Damon?
What's good, family? What's good, man?
Not a whole lot. Just kind of recapping the week and talking about the team being at 500 and what all that means. Look at the swag coming in fresh.
Hey, I like that. That's what I be telling these hoe ass niggas. Let me be quiet. It's a family show.
Yeah,
what's good, man? Just so you know, I got about 20 minutes. Then I got to roll.
Okay, well, you'll be able to hit up a few of them unless you want to touch on a specific topic. I could just run through it, but honestly, man, after we won that game, it felt really good. We got a big game today against Charlotte. The road to 500 was not easy, man. But what do you think about us sitting at 500 right now, 34-34?
Hey, what did we call it the other night at that post game live? That 500 energy.
Ooh, hey, still riding that.
Hey,
still
man.
riding that.
Let me tell you something, bro. You know what's so funny, man? When we made 500, bro, it felt like we clinched the playoff spot.
It really did. It really did. It felt like that was a monkey off of our backs, and now like the team feels like they'll ride out with some confidence. I really think that they'll play good today. I think everybody will play good. It's a road game. We don't play good on the road, but we'll get into a little bit of that later. As far as the second topic is, Trey has been on an MVP like run. What do y'all make of that?
Oh man, without being nitpicky or whatnot, man, it's been fun to watch. I put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he had good stretches, decent stretches like this throughout the season. The issue ultimately is our record. That's why he's not necessarily going to get any MVP talk, not no real consideration, because as a team, we're 500. Where you look at somebody, I don't want to make the comparison, but the Grizzlies, they got a high record. What, they like second in the West or something like that? If the Hawks were top 3 in the East, Trey with current stats of top 5 in points and assists or whatever, he's like probably easily MVP.
Well, I wouldn't say easily. I mean, Embiid and Jokic are having crazy years.
I would still say probably easily because, again, bro, like how often is somebody in top 5 in both those categories? Like everybody else would say they this or that, and then how many are top 5 in 2 categories in general as being the big. Then it's like, okay, Embiid. Then I mean, I have to look it up, but is Embiid top 5 in rebounds then or something like that? I mean, if he is, I mean, of course, he still have an argument, but at the same time, as a point guard, you got the ball in your hands every single time, the control of it and everything. I mean, I can, like I say, I feel like it'd be easy. Honestly, I feel like it'd be easy if the Hawks was top 3 in the East because, yeah, nobody would expect us to be there. And like I said, his stats as far as, like I said, top 5 in points and assists. Then knowing Trey, he'll probably at that point go for, the scoring title. So yeah, bro. I don't think you can deny it then. We just don't
What,
have the team record.
what about you, Damon? What do you think about this torrid stretch from our boy after the bad game against the Pistons?
Well, like I've been saying, man. Thank you, my son. Like I always point out, man. You know me. First thing I go through is efficiency. How did he get these? How did he get these 40+ points? You know what I'm saying? And bro, and that's why I didn't understand where the
Vitriol.
what came. The dude go for 47, 45, shooting over 50% from the field. I think except the last game, he was like at 48% from the field. But I mean, that's what I want to see from Trey Young. An efficient game. If he's not efficient, then I'd rather see him maybe get the assist a little higher. Now, granted, I know players got to make shots, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If the shot's not falling, I understand shooters got to shoot, but if the shot not falling during the early in the game, middle of the game, let's get some other people involved. And the shot's been falling. The floaters back that we've been missing for like I don't know how long. The high pick and roll is back. Why they stopped doing it, I don't know. If you know what it seemed like, man, it's like something just clicked in their head. Like, hey guys, let's go back to what used to work for us. Granted, we not a good defensive team. We haven't been a good defensive team.
But we can play scrappy. And we did that last possession.
We could play scrappy, but you can't really judge your effort when you're playing a bad team. So like the 20 turnovers that we got, it's a difference if you forced 20 turnovers from the Bulls than compared to the Blazers. That's 15 games under 500. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, that definitely stood out. The steals stand out. So I mean, I think Trey's been playing excellent, and what you expect out of a franchise player. He definitely been doing way better than some of these other so-called stars like a Harden, or you know what I'm saying. So I just don't understand the hate, man. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, we win in the game, so who cares?
Yeah, I definitely don't either. And I also, rewatching the games, there's a couple of times where it's, Trey goes up and he gets crashed into, no call. And then on the other side, Capella does the exact same thing as their big man. Their guy falls a little bit and it's so that's got to be, as a basketball team this late in the season, to still be getting this kind of disparaging type of refereeing has got to be difficult on the psyche. And so for him to still be just putting that behind him and actually, I mean, he's just he's out there playing too. These are the shots that we don't really like him taking too.
Well, when it comes to the refs, I mean, he don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? You could complain all you want. It ain't going to change. The ref ain't going to say, you know what, guys, stop the play. I missed a foul. No, you got to play through it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't mind Nate and the staff putting a couple tapes together, sending it to the league office. That's his area. That's what he should be doing. Has he done it? We don't know because we on the outside looking in, but the head coach and his staff need to be doing. They the ones who need to be speaking to the league office about this officiating, because we've been getting officiated pretty bad the whole year. Now, granted, that's not the reason. That's probably not even the top 5 of the reasons we lost all these games so far. But I mean, that's something you, as a coach, he should point that out and see if we can get a little advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, Damon, since I got you here, man, I want to go to this wild card question that kind of came up. So let's say we win the first play-in game, and now we're in the second play-in game. Would you rather play Toronto even at our place, or would you rather play Brooklyn at their place, but they're without Kyrie?
I'd rather play Toronto. I'm not messing with Brooklyn, man. I don't know why people keep looking at Brooklyn record, man. Bro, the Philadelphia trade benefited Brooklyn the most. It gave them everything, everything they traded away to get Harden. They got it all back to
And
get
then
rid of
some.
Harden. They got another big, because they gave up Allen. They gave up their shooter and got a better shooter in return in Seth Curry. You saw Seth Curry. He just ran the ball for 24 when he went back to Philly. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not even counting when what's my man name? What's the white guy? Joe Thomas? Is that his name?
Joe Harris.
When Joe Harris come back and get back on track. Like Brooklyn is deep. And I went to one of the
KD looks all
Philadelphia fan
smiles when I
sites.
see him.
Yeah, I went to one of their websites, one of the YouTube fan pages, and I said, thank you for making Brooklyn better, because that's exactly what they did. I ain't messing with Brooklyn, man. I'm not messing with KD. I don't care if Kyrie play or not. They still got weapons everywhere. And with us being such
Fragile.
a terrible defensive team, I think we match up better with Toronto, because they don't have a Kevin Durant. They ain't got nobody over there who gonna hit us side of the head for 50. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody. They got Anunoby, Siakam, Van Fleet, but guess what? We can beat them when they fully strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we show we can.
I think so. Exactly. What about you, Mike or Chauncey? Y'all got anything on this question?
I didn't catch the question.
What's up? Well, first of all, what's going on, Chauncey? How are you?
Hey,
Welcome to the show.
Is that a Scully or Durag? I know you ain't trying to
good,
get no waves up there, dog.
good evening, gentlemen. How are you all today?
Hey,
I,
well,
I
check this out. Not to put you on the hot seat so fast, but let's say it's the second play-in game, right? Would you rather face Toronto, or would you rather face Brooklyn at their place, but they're without Kyrie?
no, definitely Toronto, man. I don't want to see Brooklyn. I don't want to see Brooklyn until I absolutely have to. That's going to be a dangerous fucking team. Coming out of 8 seed, they're going to be dangerous, man. I mean, Durant the best fucking player in the world right now when healthy, in my opinion. Some people can say Giannis. I'm a big Giannis fan too, as long as he's not playing us. But I mean, it is what it is. Definitely Toronto. I think what we need to do, we got to do all we can to get in that 7-8 range, because we need to have some wiggle room in case we go out there bullshit and trick our game off. If you get in that 9-10 range, first of all, you got to win twice just to get in the playoffs. So we need to be in that 7-8 range.
Simple as that.
I mean, it ain't rocket science. I think everybody can agree to that. We got to get in that 7-8 range. Man.
What about you, Mike? What about you, Mike? What do you think?
I mean, same as everybody else, man. Definitely can't play Brooklyn that soon. Yeah. Looking at an early trip home, Brooklyn that soon. Just is what it is.
Well, looking at the standings, I think we're like 5 or 6 games away from being in that 6th spot. So that doesn't look doable in a short amount of time unless somebody collapses.
Who in 6 right now?
Cleveland or Boston?
Cleveland, I believe. Yeah, Cleveland or Boston, actually. Yep.
One of those two. Oh yeah, I'm
gonna tell you something, man. Boy, no 1-2 seeds are in trouble, because let's hypothetically say that us and Brooklyn are the 7-8 seeds, and Toronto is a 6 seed. Oh boy, that can be bad.
I told y'all last week, and I'll say it again. This is the strongest the East has been in a long time. It's so strong that I think it's superior to the West through and through.
Yeah,
I think our teams that are not in the playoffs are better than some of the teams that are in their playoffs.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you this right now, though, family. I'll tell you this right now. So I'm looking at the standings and how I look in the playoffs. If we stay where we're at right now, if the season ended today, we got a good shot at getting to the back to the conference finals. If at the end of the day We will play Charlotte in the play-in 9-10. Then you win the next. We have to win the next play-in game, right? And if we won it as the ninth seed, we would end up playing Miami.
I like us against Miami.
We will be in the same bracket as Miami, the Bulls, and the Celtics, while the other play-in team will be with the Bucks, the Cavs, and the Sixers. So I mean, bro. Now, obviously, you know,
those are hard teams.
Even the top teams, they still ain't nobody ran away, so that could shuffle. But if at the end of the day, I would like our chances where we at right now. You feel me?
I would rather Brooklyn take that hard route, fucking with the Bucks, fucking with the Bucks and the Sixers. I'd rather them take that hard route.
And the Cavs.
I ain't scared of Cleveland. I'm not.
Cleveland too tall for us, man.
I'm not scared.
I mean,
they too big for us, man.
They big.
I'd be scared of Kevin Love in the playoffs, but that's about it. He would hit some big shots. I bet.
Cleveland big. But what can they do in a 7-game series? I guess that's the question.
Destroy us on the boards, just like the Bucks did. Garland. Then you got to account for Darius Garland going off. They gonna run. They could run like they did against last time. They was running Kevin Love. What old buddy was out. Marketing was out, but they could run Lloyd Marketing, Mobley, Jared Allen all at the same time. Then bring Kevin Love in. So they got the height advantage. They can stretch the floor. They're gonna kill us on the boards. You know, I'm afraid I'm just scared.
Shit.
What you say?
I said they ain't killing shit. The only reason why they would kill us on the boards is if they got some offensive boards from all those bricks they hit,
bro. And the defensive rebounds too. But you know, I always refer to that, man, because if you go back to that Milwaukee series, I think that was the biggest. Besides Trae Young getting hurt, us not having a legitimate backup point guard available, I think the boards was what really set us. Was our Achilles heel against the Bucks series, man. They out over that 6-game series. They out rebounded us. They was plus 30.
Oh yeah, so, all them extra boys that what's the ugly ass boy name? Ugliest motherfucker. The Popeyes.
You talking about Eddie?
Bobby Portis.
What up, AJ?
Portis and
Lopez, PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker, man. God damn.
He's on Miami now, though.
Yeah. Now don't give Miami gonna be a tough out now, because I mean you got PJ down there banging with Bam Adebayo, and I can't believe Tyler Hero's still coming off the bench for them.
He's like Bogey. I mean, it's good. It's a good look.
Don't worry, he about to leave anyway.
They'd be foolish to let that boy walk.
We could have drafted him instead of Cam Reddish, but that's a different story, right?
Yeah, we know that, man.
Man, everybody, I hate when people speak about the draft out of hindsight. Well, you know, you ain't said, nobody said, you know what? Well, and what's that boy name? DJ Incog? I'm tired of him. You know what? He always say shit. He always say stuff out of hindsight, bro.
He's just a contrarian. I pulled him in here. He didn't have anything.
Yeah, he always say stuff out of hindsight. Well, you know, we could have did this. I'd be like, well, what was you saying this before?
That Captain Obvious shit.
Well, speaking of Hero and people coming off the bench, my third story is Bogey continues to struggle making shots. And what do y'all think of that? That seems pretty detrimental. I mean, we got some stats here. I mean, in the last game, these are his field goal takes and makes from deep. I mean, that's not good for your shooter.
You just gotta keep shooting, man. You've been on the next month, damn near 100% or something, man.
Bogey, his consistency or lack thereof reminds me a lot of an old Pistons player who's on that Bad Boys team by the name of Vinnie Johnson. They called him the microwave for a reason. When he was off, he was off. You know, when he was on, that motherfucker could take over a game. But we got to have him hitting shots. because, like Damon said, we inept on the fucking boards. You after your two bigs, you may get a little bit of Collins, but other than that, hell, I think the best rebounder outside of the three bigs probably hell. I see DeLon Wright in there mixing it up a lot. Drake can go in there and get some boards, but I mean, hey, that is what it is, man.
Our rebounders.
I like what Bogey doing though. You know, Bogey's struggling right now.
I'm cool with him.
It happens. He's struggling right now. It happens, but he a shooter. He gonna keep shooting.
Yeah.
But I like his aggressiveness though. He's way more active just on both sides of the ball than he has been all year. You know, you could see him. I think the other night he had 2 steals. He had 6 assists. So what he's showing you is that, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna chip in other ways, but it's no way you tell a guy like Bogey, hey, don't shoot. No, you got to encourage him. Keep shooting the ball. They're gonna go in. And you know what? On one of them stats, I think he was 2 for 11 from 3. But guess what? That second 3 was clutch.
The big one.
It was clutch.
He still had like 18 points or something, didn't he? How many points he had that year?
I want
22.
Say,
you think is that the 22-point game where he shot like 4 for?
No, he didn't have 20. He ain't had 22.
Okay.
It was close. It was like 18. It was up there though. It was something.
What
like
I'm
that,
saying though, I think that's the same time when Lou was claiming that. I want to say it was the Detroit game, and I remember Lou was like, "Man, we ain't had no da-da-da-da." I'm like, you know,
he had a good. He had a good
kind of off, and the kind of stuff just kind of happened or whatever. But he still gave the 18. But real talk, outside of Trey, bro, like everybody who give 15 plus, bro, like that's all I was slick asking for.
Yeah,
I would like to see Bogey and
2 for 11 in Pistons.
Yeah, I like to see Bogey and Opie because he's open now. I'm not calling him Red nothing or K nothing. Our backcourt is Lil Red Opie. Hey, they need to get to the lane, man. Opie got to use his body. Yes, we know he's a shooter. He probably
they pull up though too much, Chauncey, when they get to the lane. I mean, I feel you mean like, we need a different finishing style because we get there, but like Kevin, Trey, they all pull up. They do the floaters. Even Kevin do his little pull up jump. It's like they don't go through the rim that often. I mean, Trey does from time to time, and then everybody get the whine like, oh, you got hit. Me personally, I'm like, shit, I mean, hey,
that's part of the game.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get your ass up, run down. Hopefully you made the free throw. The rest of the team got to rotate correctly, technical basketball, because your point guard done got deeper. So that means somebody got to make sure they rotate it back to get on defense. So, that's also part of everything there. And then it's just, like you said, part of the game. But I think that, like, we need to be, like you're saying, use the body. Kevin need to use his athleticism. DeAndre get stronger. They put them shoulders in the people when they get into them paint and go up stronger to the rim. And that, too, as well, I believe that would change the culture of how refs would call us too. We are a finesse team. So I feel like when everybody getting upset about the calls we don't get, it's like it all kind of play together, man. We not a hard-nosed team. I guarantee if we was a hard-nosed team or whatever and scrap it whatever, A, we wouldn't care. And then B, we'll get more of them calls or whatever because we doing things that are bringing contact or something like that and we playing through it or whatever. Our guys too much, like I said, a lot of times pulling up. I mean, I can call a foul on that floater, but I mean, hell, you trying to avoid the contact anyway.
It's almost like they scared of the contact, and I pointed that out. I pointed that out. Well, Kongwu don't handle the ball though, but this is the thing with Dre Hunter and Kevin Huerter. They need to add that to their game next season. Dribble of the ball, attacking, and going to the rim. Everybody already know what these two gonna do, man. They do the same thing, man. Dre either gonna shoot the 3, Herder either shoot, or they gonna drive the lane. I promise you, man, they do the same thing every time. They drive the lane. Hunter always pull up near the free throw line, bro. It never fails. He gonna pull.
He gets
up
to the
right
hole
there.
sometime too, though.
No, he doesn't, bro. He went to the hole.
You talking about Dre Hunter,
bro? The last game, what 2 games ago, bro? 2 games ago, when he went to the basket and got fouled, bro, my jaw dropped. I was like, what? That's how rarely that him or Kevin Herter attack the basket. They should be going to the line. I need Herter and Hunter should be averaging about 7 free throw attempts a night.
I completely agree.
Here.
But guess what? When you pull enough for jumpers all night, you ain't gonna get to the line. And guess who leads us? Guess who gets to the line on our team? Trae Young. Why? Because he attacks the basket.
Fearless.
He attacked the basket, man. So they need to add that. And if they add that, it give us another dimension when we need to get points. You know, if the shot not falling, attack the basket. Let's see if we can get a foul. We might not get it all the time, but it's like what Mike said, and it's the same thing like what Vince Carter said about dunking the ball. When people know you finna dunk the ball, a lot of people not gonna challenge you.
Right.
When you attacking the basket on a consistent basis, the refs know that. Now they looking for, okay, the dude not avoiding contact, okay, foul. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When you're only attacking the basket 3 times a night.
This is what I need to happen, man, with our Hawks. First of all, I need us to get healthy. And somewhere between 8 to 10 games out, the coaches need to have their established rotation playoff ready.
Nate already did that, man. He already shortened the rotation.
I'm about to say, you don't think we're there right now?
Yeah, he's shortened that, bro. He only playing 9 guys now.
Yeah, I mean, hell, but we already know Colin's going to be part of the mix. We need him to get healthy. I don't know if he need to.
That part we agree with. You know, we'll just ask about the rotation. But if Collins is here, I'm sure he's part of that short rotation. That's what's kind of throwing stuff out the whack to be all the way that is JC been hurt. So yeah, we need to get healthy.
We can make another special run as long as I'm gonna call him Trey. He got to play downhill most of the time. I've come to accept. We're gonna get that side to side shit about 4 to 6 times a game. I've come to accept that. I've come to accept
deep pull up too.
That's still working on me a little bit because that shit irritates. Even when he makes them, sometimes it irritates the fuck out of me because a lot of times he just say "fuck it." That's what I'm gonna do, and we get on the guys a lot. I know I do it at times.
I wanted to touch on that the trade hate part.
Shit, bro, you gotta have that cockiness, bro. If I could pull up, I'll pull up like that, like a motherfucker, bro.
Being cocky is one thing. Being cocky is one thing. I think people miss a mistake when I talk about. Ain't nothing wrong being cocky. Ain't nothing wrong being cocky, but I don't need anybody's cockiness playing a part on why we lost the game. That's my issue.
But you know what, though,
Johnson? That's accountability, though, right?
You know what?
That's the team at a professional level. That's part of the whole culture, right?
Man, let me tell you something, man. Trae Young, man, listen. It's just like what they say, certain players earn certain privileges, man. I mean, he's earned that right. If he pull up from 30, I mean, what the numbers say? It's hard to tell a player not to do something when a player could be like, hey, coach, pull up my numbers. From 28 feet. Pull up my number from 28 feet, and I'm shooting 40% from 28 feet.
He make them at a decent clip. Go there, Luke. Let me say something because I feel like I side with Chauncey more often than not.
Mike, can I just say this real quick, though? That's just real quick to Chauncey. I'm not even going to switch it. It's just that if he doesn't shoot that right there, he doesn't continue to be a 4-level scorer, and it doesn't allow him to get as easily into the paint. So I'm okay with him shooting it. But go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so we talked about that and stuff. Like really, like couple seasons into him because I'm like that's part of trade games or whatever. That opens up, a lot of things that he can do. Or whatnot, though. But I do agree with Chauncey at times. It's still the growth of the decision making, the time that it happens, or whatever. Because a lot of times you see when he do it, it's a get back type play. He probably got his ass crossed on the other end, and now he finna jack on the hair, or somebody just splashed a 3 on him, so he just finna pull up or whatever. So hold
on, my alarm going on. That means about trying to break my car.
Okay.
But that's all right.
Okay. Well, we're going to let him settle that part out, and we're going to keep moving.
But
we're gonna
like
keep
I
moving.
said though, just to address it though, because I didn't really talk too much about the Trey hate part or whatever. It's not. It's like I understand it. It comes off as hate because a lot of people feel like what I'm saying he's a star. He does so much. He shouldn't be. I don't know. Kind of have issues with criticizing Trey Young, but at the same time though, I get the fact of playing correct basketball. At the end of the day, we are struggling to be 500. We just became 500. We don't win tonight. Don't show up. You know what I'm saying? We not 500. So we still not where we need to be as a team. So it's still growth that needs to be there, even though the star players, can drop 40 points at a given moment and stuff like that. Like I've talked about it, still the controlling the flows of the games and what happens when Trey is off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we know that we have a great chance of winning the game when he hitting his shots and he's, therefore efficient. You know what I mean? But when he's off and we've seen it or whatever, it's like, are you gonna continue to force it to get right or whatever? Are you gonna make the team better? Are you gonna defer? And that's where the stuff comes.
Say, Mike, is this is all I gotta say to that is that since his first year, that second half, I understood the importance of him shooting a deeper ball and even shooting when he's not even as efficient because of his style of play. So I've always been okay with him shooting. But what I want him to do is in the fourth quarter, lock in to making the best decision, where I want him to be like a computer where it doesn't register like, okay, this is a good shot, but then there's a better shot. Okay, here's another opportunity that I can make. And he's just going to get better, but he's really young.
Yeah, but the deep three to me, it can still be a good shot, a great shot.
Exactly.
I mean, like you're saying,
if it's the best one, that's one he should take.
Myself or whatever, shoot. It could be a fast break or something like that, and this one person technically should go all the way to the goal, but I'll pull up for a three. And I shoot it. I'm saying, but it's just like it's the timing part. You know what I'm saying? And when it's not looking like it's a personal type, not looking like it's all the way a personal type play, but sometimes you know what I'm saying. It's still it's okay. Like I say, I don't care about the deep three. I don't necessarily care about it. It's the timing.
Hold on, Mike. Hey, Johnson, did you catch him?
Man, some young boys.
Some young boys, for real.
Yeah.
Were they pushing on your shit or was
no, motherfucker, my car, if you pull the passenger side handle,
the
alarm will go off. That's the only way it goes off.
They were trying to sneak and see if you got caught slipping then. That's all that was.
Well, that's okay. That's okay because I brought my equalizer in the house.
Uh-oh.
I usually leave it in the car.
Well, speaking of equalizers, for Bogey tonight, what do you think? What do you think is going to be a good game for him to? He's going to have to win tonight's game, right? He's going to have to shoot exceptionally well, right?
I think Bogey gonna play well tonight. I just took the over on Bogey. I think the over for Bogey is like what about
16?
Man, I heard from you. You know what, Mike? I heard from you the other night, bro.
It's 15 and a half.
That 0.5.
that point. I'm gonna tell you.
We can't talk about that on the show, but I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate the sentiment.
I had a huge problem with Lil Ray off that one. I had a huge problem with Lil Ray off that one.
You're welcome to Billy up in here. What's going on?
And I actually had trailed him on that. What going on, man? How y'all doing?
What up, that little bro?
Man, I can't call it big homie. How you been?
Just somebody just trying to break my shit, man.
I know. I had seen it.
Damn, bro.
I had seen it.
I got an 03 Nissan Pathfinder. Who want that motherfucker? Bro?
Hey, that's funny.
Godby Road or whatever, ain't you?
I like my. Hey,
now, if I was on Godby Road, my pistol would stay on my hip.
Yeah, got to over there.
Hey guys, well, let's before I get into our final topic, which is the Charlotte being a big game. Let's talk about this injury report here. We got the Atlanta Hawks, and of course we got John Collins with the fingers. But then initially it was Gallinari was ruled to be, I guess, not available. But actually Conti came out and said that it was just like he was having just like a little sickness, so that he should be good to go. And then I think the Hornets, all they got is all they got is Gordon Hayward. He's out with an ankle sprain, so that should do us pretty good, I would say. Anyways,
we need every player we can get right now. Like
all All available hands on deck, man.
Well, yeah, that brings us to the last topic for today, man. That brings us to the last topic of today, which is, of course, the Charlotte Hornets being a big game. And we're going to talk about the matchups, what matchups y'all want to see. And I think this is definitely the biggest game so far. Obviously, we got a team that's breathing down our necks right there, right behind us. So, let's get into it. What's the first thing y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about these matchups? Like, who do you think is going to be able to slow down LaMelo? And while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna look up and see if they're on a streak or anything.
I want to talk about neutralizing somebody. There's somebody that worries me. I don't know about y'all, but Montrezl Harrell worries me.
Oh, he's on that team?
Yeah, he has.
I can't get away from this guy.
Well, I won't say they don't use him, but it's like, I don't know, it's been a little different for him with the Hornets. But no, I feel you. I mean, not even just Trez. You got Trez and Isaiah Thomas, man. Those are some two people that's liable for some damn reason we just let go off, man. So
the short Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah, short Isaiah Thomas there right now.
Okay.
I mean, he liable to come off the bench, bro. We just let him because he gonna shoot it. Like, he touched the ball, he gonna shoot it.
I mean, shit. I feel like DeLon Wright should be able to handle him.
I mean, he should, but you know how our boys act like they don't want to act right some nights. I'm just saying, bro. You know how we be like, damn, what go? I'm just naming the people. You know what I'm saying? Who I'll nominate to be on some random drop 20 off the bench crap, bro.
Right now, I think the 10 seeds in the East are set. Right now, we just jacking for position. Well, I see Washington falling off. I don't know the Knicks. I don't know what's going on. But so this all games are big games, man. All games are big games. That's one of the reasons why. I don't know about y'all. I had a huge problem with.
Chauncey, let me run through these last five for the Hornets then real quick. Their last five, they had San Antonio. They won. They beat San Antonio, the same ones that beat us pretty good. Then they had Brooklyn, and they lost by 10. That was about a week ago. And then they had Boston the very next day. They lost to them by 15. Then they beat New Orleans, who's been pretty good. They beat the brakes out of them. They scored 142. And they allowed 120 points. Then they played OKC and they beat the brakes out of them 134-116. So they got a lot of confidence shooting the ball coming in. That's a lot of points they put up. I mean, 142, 134 the last couple games. Of course, we've put up 131 and 122 ourselves. I'm looking for hopefully a lower scoring game. I think if we get it at the 115, 101 range, I think we win that game.
I'm expecting a high.
Go ahead. Chauncey, go ahead. I think you froze up a little bit. Oh, now you're just not. Hold on. Now you muted yourself. I think you muted yourself. But anyways, Mike, what's going on with you?
What matchups? I'm just listening to Chauncey for a minute. But as far as the matchup goes or whatnot, man, of course we looking at LaMelo. I think Kevin Huerter probably have to guard LaMelo. I don't necessarily know where you throw in Trey. You know what I'm saying? So they probably gonna get off. You got Terry Rozier, Miles Bridges. I'm looking to probably have a good game against us. A high scoring game will bode in my favor because I'm saying here letting a lot of folks go over, over their lines or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully we pull it out, of course. And I think when you're talking about for us winning or whatnot, I think it'll be better for us to win a low 100 game versus trying to do 120 plus.
Yeah, for sure. What about you on the matchups? Do you have any? Hey, AJ, do you have anything on the matchup?
Yeah.
Who are you looking for? Who are you looking?
Personally, I think Kevin Huerter and Andre Hunter gonna have to play Melo. I think they're gonna have to switch up on guarding him, but still in the same sense, he's still gonna get his with assists because he's a good ball player. I'm not gonna take that away from him. So I feel like it's gonna have to be Dre and Kevin Huerter on him. That's just my personal opinion. But I don't want to get into a shootout with these boys. That's what I don't
Mhm.
want to do. I don't want to get into a shootout
At
with them.
Terry
So
Rozier. How about Terry Rozier turning into a good free agent pickup?
Hell yeah, man.
yeah,
Bro
I
can
mean,
ball.
yeah, he can.
Bro
Yeah,
can
he
ball,
did.
man. They
And
got
he
some good
and
talent over there, bro. And they shoot the ball well like we do, man.
Well, they haven't against us.
I mean, well, last time we played them up there, they shot the ball piss poor, and we took advantage of it like we should have. I heard you. I heard you saying like in the 116 range. I'm. I'm gonna take that out a little further. I'm gonna call like a 120 a 126 like the 121 type game.
What do you think about this, Chauncey? Do you think we could withstand a slow start, or do you think we have to come
No,
out as with
nah,
DJ German says, and bro, we got to throw the first punch?
we got to.
yeah,
We got to throw the first punch. At least throw the first punch and the last punch. During basketball games, you're gonna have you you're gonna have a little. Rarely do somebody just play end to end 48 minutes of flawless basketball. I understand. I get that. But I think the issue is, and I know Demond was raising hell about that. Is when we
Right.
had those drop, we can't listen. We got to start the game right. We got to start the second half right, and we got to end the game right.
We got to finish quarters too. I like it when we play good to finish out quarters. I hate when we give up a quick 6 points at the end of a quarter, like we be up 12, and all of a sudden we only up 6, or we tied and then they up 6, something like that. I hate when that
Now they
happens.
kind of start with Lil Ray now, because sometimes Lil Ray loses goddamn mind, and when he go shoot that goddamn 30-footer, and man, that shit drives me to the fucking
The thing is
moon.
that I prefer him to do that in the first half as opposed to the second half. I prefer him to take the second half more professionally, and I don't mind him playing M1 basketball in the first quarter, in the
Yeah,
first half.
Now let me say
Trey-
something. I want everybody to hear me on this, and then I got to get off here, y'all. I'm gonna give him credit. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna hear about this. I got to give him credit. Shut up, shut up. He closed the game well the other night.
Ooh, which one was that?
I'm talking about
You talking about Portland, or are you talking about?
Portland game. He closed that game. No, who we play? Who do we play? Who do we play second? Portland or Indiana?
Indiana.
Indiana.
It was Indiana.
The second game was Indiana.
Yeah, I think
Got
so.
Portland.
See, oh no, hold up. Dang, he's everywhere. Where is all my stats?
Yeah, we played Indiana Sunday. We played Portland second, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I lost my stats for.
He closed that game.
Oh, here we are.
He closed that game. That's all I ask, man. He closed the game right. Him getting 30, we can almost pencil him in for 30, even on a shitty shooting night, unless they just lock him up.
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean,
What you mean, Mike? What you mean, Mike?
I'm just saying, man. Obviously get there. Hey, man, there's stuff involved here. You know what I'm saying? The line is 29 and a half today. That's what I'm saying. You gonna get 30 or not? What are we feeling like today?
look here, Mike. Don't get me caught up in your bullshit. Don't you be cussing me out. Don't listen to me, bro. No, don't listen to me now.
Hey, we're gonna
You make your
try to get sponsored by the anti gambling line.
Man, I was listening to Chelsea, man. No,
I lost the house.
No, sir.
Oh no,
Hey,
man. We play with house.
Hey, man.
Hey, well, okay, so
y'all
who
gonna
do you
finish
think
it out, Luke. Y'all
who do
gonna
you
finish
think?
it out.
All right, Chauncey.
Be easy, big homie.
You want to give a prediction? You already gave 126, 121. Who do you think is going to guard Trey? Do you have any other? How many points, I guess, do you think he gets? Just answer that one. Let's go 29 and a half or over. What do you got? That's his
I
over.
think they're gonna try to put whoever their defensive wing stopper is. Don't they have Kelly Oubre?
No.
Yeah, they do got Oubre.
They do?
That's who hurt Dre Hunter, Kelly Oubre.
Okay.
Yeah, they do
but,
got Oubre.
Do you think they put somebody big and awkward on him, or do you think they just go with like Terry Rozier and that type of stuff?
I think they go Oubre.
34 and 9 tonight for Leray. 34 and 9.
Okay, I like
34 and
that.
9.
If we go 34 and 9, I think we win the game.
Yeah, I think
It all depend on his supporting cast.
I think if he's going 34 and 9, I think we win the game.
What's his last few games? What he had like?
All right, Chauncey, man, we appreciate your time, dog.
And he got 50 over. Did he get 50 against Portland?
I don't know. Somebody said he's averaging like 50 against
Portland. Like 47.
He had, I think he had like 40. I think he had like 47 because he had two mid-40 games back to back. So yeah, it was like 47.
Okay.
Shit, I'm looking for like 43 and 12 tonight, nigga.
Well, what do y'all? This is what I'm asking y'all. What do y'all think Charlotte does? What do you think they deploy to slow down Trae Young? Do you think they focus on him, or do you think they try to play him straight up? I mean, what do you think their matches up are going to be against us?
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Right now, we at 500. Trae Young, he said all that shit at the beginning of the season, talking about the season boring, know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So like right now, I just feel like he finna go on the tear. These last 20 games, he finna go on the tear, man. I already know here. I mean, like, ain't no stopping him. Ain't no stopping him, for real.
It ain't boring no more.
Nah, that's what AJ basically saying. It ain't boring no more. They say Trae Young woke up now. He like every game important.
Cause right now, look, you got to think about it. You done said that shit. So now you like, okay, if I don't take these boys back to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Like then he gonna be getting a lot of backlash. That little light skinned nigga gonna be getting a lot of backlash. Guaranteed. For real.
Yeah, but we don't play as well on the road. Do you think that's going to slow us down, or do you think we knuckle down or knuckle up and actually play cohesively on the road? I do hope we jump out to a good first half. I don't really care if they score a lot. Like it could be a 34-31 type first quarter. I just hope we're on our hustle, because then if we go into a lull, I know the guys can at least feel that rhythm again, you know, when it gets into that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I think Bogdan actually gonna be the key tonight.
Exactly.
Bogdan hitting the shot, we straight. Like,
yeah, I got Bogey, man. You know, going over 15 points. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying. Got LaMelo for the over on 32.5. That's not points though. That's like total points, rebounds, and assists. Miles Bridges, I think he's gonna get over 19. Miles Bridges probably finished about around 23, 25.
Yeah, I can see him having a big quarter. I bet you he gets about 16 in one quarter.
And Bogey gonna get at least 18. I was saying Miles Bridges, he prone to slick. Yeah, have 13 in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Get 8. You know what I'm saying? Quick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just off of running the floor and some dunks. It's no JC. We really gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be DeAndre Hunter. I don't know. I feel like he's really gonna be looking to attack. Kevin, I'm looking for him to get over. You know what I'm saying? 14. Or whatnot, not over. Well, get about 14. His line, they got him at like 12.5. But Kevin give us about around 15. Bogey give us around 18. If DeAndre Hunter can keep up his decent play, that's the key there too. I think DeAndre Hunter, because we having to slide him down. Hopefully Gallo does play. I think
he's playing today.
He is for sure. Okay, yeah. All right, that helps because I would say DeAndre Hunter might be in foul trouble today. Like this might be an issue for him. Miles going to attack. Then PJ Washington stuff. I don't know. That's just too much. I feel like on DeAndre, he basically gonna be our person that we're gonna have to rely on perimeter wise and in the paint. You know, of course outside double O. But yeah, that's too much us asking DeAndre. So I'm happy Gallo. Yeah, Gallo should play. So DeAndre can give us our record, his point production, because he's been averaging I think close to 18, man. Since everybody been on his ass, you know, like
yep.
You know, he had that horrible finish, so maybe 5 games, so but yeah, average about around 18. He continued that on and everything like that. That's that's what we need. And you know, hopefully Clint plays well and make his bunnies. But I'm with that too, man. I know Trey pretty much in go mode right now, man. So he in go mode and attack mode. I'm thinking he get at least 30. He get at least 30 tonight.
Yeah, he good. Yeah, he good for that.
At least 30.
Yeah, he good for the 30 burger. He good for that.
I'm good with that. That sounds great to me. I guess besides that matchup, do you think Okongwu can neutralize some of Mikal Bridges? Do you think we have kind of do you think that the interior guys are starting to play better, even though Collins has been out a significant amount of time? I do feel that this shows us that we can move forward if anything does happen, with a Kongwu and Gallo and Clint. I think Clint's playing a lot better as of late.
I
Aren't
think Clint playing better because Double O getting that burn too, and
Mhm.
he
They
really
play good
seeing
together,
that. Yeah, know what I'm saying. He see that Double O, he gon' Double O gonna make it do what it do. Double O play tough. I like O for
yeah.
real.
Yeah, for sure. I think he might be one of our best pickups. And it was either between him or Tyrese Halliburton. And at this point, I'm glad we went with Double O for sure.
Yeah,
So I'm looking for Double O to have a big game. Then I'm definitely looking for 16, 17 out of him would be nice, but a solid 8 boards. That would be good. A couple of and one type plays. He just gives us those energy plays, those extra
yeah,
boards. The offensive boards. He does all that stuff and so I'm really looking forward to him continuing that.
yeah. I mean, shit. Why? I mean, why not? Yeah, as long as he doing that, I don't see us losing the game tonight.
Right. So we got everybody. If everybody's clicking, we got Hunter clicking, we got Herder clicking, we got we got what Bogey's shooting better than he has been. Trey's giving us MVP performance. Is that what it's gonna take for us to beat Charlotte?
Yeah, it's
I
going.
mean, yeah.
But
So right now,
I'm gonna sign out, guys. I'm bad, but we'll catch
Well,
y'all.
hold on. Well, we only got 3 more minutes, so let's just wrap it up all together, and then we'll get out of here together.
All right.
Because this
uh,
is the last topic, and we'll just go down it. You've already given your prediction for your points and everything, right? Right, Mike.
Yeah. Not
You got
exact
you got
points.
the Hawks winning,
Yeah, we need to win. Yeah, Hawks winning, man.
and what and what about you, AJ? You got the Hawks winning,
I got I got the Hawks. I got the Hawks 119, and I got Charlotte at 113. I ain't gonna hold you.
and then what is either the keys to the game or who's your player of the game today for the Hawks?
Player of the game for me is going to be Bogey Bogdanovic. That's gonna be my player of the game. Even though Trey gonna go off,
Yeah.
Bogey, he's gonna
He,
he's gonna be my player of the game. I feel like he's gonna be the step up on defense, and he's gonna produce good offensive points because I already know somebody in that locker room telling him, "Hey, just keep shooting. You're gonna come up out of it." And this tends to be the times when he do go off on the road game. So yeah,
yeah. Then Mike, again, what are going to be your keys to the game for tonight?
Keys to the
Officially,
game tonight. Keys, of course, play defense, man. We gotta play some good defense, good team defense, and hit our open shots. I feel like we hit our open shots, play defense. We should be able to win the game, man. Trey gonna do his best to control the game and get everybody open shots. So as I say, knock those down, and I believe that it's gonna happen. Bogey, he do for one. We went over all his bad shooting game, so he do it for a good shooting game. So I mean, I like our chances tonight. We just got to, like I said, play solid basketball, especially Gallo being back adds a little depth and another, playmaker and somebody in the post and stuff we can use. So, I think it's a good night, man. I mean, if we was at home, I'd definitely be like, W for the Hawks, for the home team. But still am confident. Like AJ brought up again, it's no more boring mode. So I'm confident that at least our lead guy is ready to come and play. And
yeah,
the rest would trickle down from there.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but that's and I kind of completely agree with the guys. I think this is a game that we'll find a way to win. I think I can kind of see it being where we score about 118 and we hold them to about 111. If we don't, then it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a barn burner, and you're going to have to hold your chest the whole time. But Well, we'll see. We'll see how that turns up. And if you want to watch the after show, make sure to catch out catch a Damon's show after the show or after the game. He does the post game every day. Does his player ratings. It's a good time. Definitely head over there after the game tonight. And that's going to do it for the show. Join us next week. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast, tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe, drop comments. Find us on all the socials. And check out our sponsors that we dropped in the description below. We are for the fans and by the fans. Take care. Have a great day, everybody here, man. I appreciate y'all's time. And with all that said, and till next time.
Y'all be good, man. Good night, man. Let's get this W. D Watson. D Watson. D Watson.
Let's go, Hawks.
D Watson. D Watson.